Pulled up to Addy's.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Come in. Come on.
Bet.
Should have brought my light.
Alright, was this good? Was that good? Sheesh, I am pale as a bitch. Alright, what's up? My name is AddyGoat. Everybody knows me as Addy. My real name is William. And yeah, so welcome to the interview. I'm here with my boy Club. He's helping with the whole operation of this interview. I can't lie, I'm a little nervous, but we're just gonna hop straight into it. This is the 2K subscriber special, so I'm gonna be stuttering a lot and having a lot of errors, but just follow protocol with me and and we'll be fine. So I'm 16 and I direct music videos everywhere in Corpus Christi. Sometimes we like to leave and go places and shit to film, but shit, man, I didn't think I'd be this nervous. All right, so this is how it all started. So when I was 11, this is when the iPhone 5C came out, and my grandpa had a blue iPhone 5C, and I would take his phone and I would record myself playing games and shit.
Hello everybody, my name is Glitchguy04. Hello everybody, my name is Glitchguy04. Hello everybody, my name is Glitchguy04.
Hello people, this is Glitchguy04. Hello people, this is Glitchguy04.
On YouTube, because any other 11-year-old, they watch gaming channels and let's plays, they want to be like that too, so I wanted to be like that. And yeah, so I'd record my TV screen, I'd play video games, and I'd fucking talk into my phone. So that's like the first time I've ever really started posting on my channel, or any channel. And from there, I just kept progressing. Then I started vlogging. When I started vlogging, I was just vlogging with the same phone.
Guys, my name is Glitchguy04. Two Snapchat things. I got one. Guys, here in my house with my new chair. Sitting in all that. Get out of my chair.
And I would edit on like a little app, like on my phone. I don't know how you started, but this is how I started. So when I would vlog all fucking day, every day, edit on the little app I had on my phone. And then I kept progressing and progressing. One night, I had a little camera. It was a Nixon kind of camera. And of course, it had a memory card with it. And I didn't have a computer, but my mom did. She had a MacBook Pro. And one night, I was curious. And I left my room, went into the living room, and I put my memory card into the little memory card slot of my mom's computer. And that's how I discovered the knowledge of, how to get the clips from your camera onto your computer. So me being a very spoiled fucking kid, my grandma got me my first ever MacBook Pro 2015 Retina 13-inch on Christmas. I'd say, I don't know what year, but I think I was like 13 or so. No, I think I was like 12. Shout out to Max Novak. Max Novak is the guy that taught me how to fucking, like, what to get and how to start, how to crop, like, how to, like, the very basic shit, like, how to do all that. So, on YouTube. So, like, I just would go on YouTube and look up tutorials on how to do shit. And, shout out YouTube. Yeah, shout out fucking YouTube tutorials for real. Like, if it wasn't for YouTube tutorials and all those people, I wouldn't have learned all this knowledge that I would have today. So when I had my MacBook, my new, very new computer, I downloaded Photoshop because I knew like that was the one like editing like software that I knew of. It was Photoshop. And I remember seeing the D-Rose video from Cole Bennett that Cole Bennett did for Lil Pump. And I remember seeing that paint effect, and it was so fucking dope. And I wanted to do that too, so I got Photoshop like for free, and not for free, but I pirated it, and and I used Photoshop. I used the paint tool, and that was like the first time I've ever like edited like with the paint tool. I'd go frame by frame and paint and shit, and then I just kept progressing and progressing. Then I learned Premiere Pro. I learned like one of the first things I ever learned was like how to green screen stuff, so I learned that. So I think I was like 12 or so at the time. I forgot to mention that when I first ever like really did video shit like with the camera, I would vlog every single fucking day with the camera. What camera was it? It was a Samsung NX Mini, and it had like the flip camera, so it was like for vlogs and shit.
The Samsung NX Mini I have right here. Yo, flip up screen. Boy, I can see myself. Oh my god, dude, this is so much better. It's, oh my god, so much better.
Yeah, so fuck, this interview is gonna go to shit. It always starts from vlogging. That's very weird. So around this time, when I was using Premiere Pro, I would just do a lot of like little stupid visuals that me and my friends would make. Shout out to the friends that helped me. Y'all know who you are. And we would fucking make a bunch of little stupid videos, and like I would send it to like a lot of producers so that they would use it, you know, for their beat to post on YouTube. And then I got very into opiates when I was 12. It was more of like a habit rather than like an addiction, so it wasn't that bad, but like it was around the time when Come Over When You're Sober Part 1 of Lil Peep came out, and I would listen to it every fucking day, and I was going through my stupid kid emotional bullshit, thinking about suicide, and it was just stupid. One day, this was before AddyGoat, by the way, so this is how it started. One day, I woke up, I got kicked out of my public school. Oh, I got pulled out for starting a fight, and I went to this fucking private school in Corpus. This is when I used to live in Portland, and at this little private school, it was like a Christian private school, and I fucking hated it because I'm not religious, even back when I was like 12. So I hated the fact that I had to fucking wear a suit and like every day and go to school and do a fucking prayer. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the kids around me. They were very, they weren't cool. They weren't cool like me. No, I'm just kidding. But they were very judgmental kids, and the school was very small, so I hated that shit. That shit was hell every day, so every day when I would come back home, I would just keep, just popping more fucking oxycodone and going to sleep. One day, I woke up, and shout out to my mom. I'm a mama's boy. I woke up, and my mom comes in the room. She's like, "Willie, it's time to go to school." And I was like, "I'm not going to school today. I'm in my boxers." Why did I say that? My mom comes in and she's like, "Willie, it's time to go to school." And I'm like, "I'm not going to school." And she freaks out, dude. She's like, "What? Are you fucking serious?" And so she grabs like this glass jar and she fucking chunks that shit right at my head. So I duck, the glass breaks. I'm like, "Oh my fucking god." So she grabs a belt, starts whipping the fuck out of me. I was slumped as fuck, so I could, I barely really felt much of the beating, but kind of deserved it because I was a shitty ass kid. So she left. She called me an asshole and left. I went upstairs to my brother's room. He moved out at that time, and I got a fucking, I don't even know how much, but I got a whole handful of fucking oxycodone, and I just took them all, and I put on some fucking sad lo-fi stuff, like a lo-fi beat, and I remember getting a razor and slitting my wrists and sitting there against the wall, like just bleeding, and I remember it fading to black listening to like this lo-fi. And I remember waking up in the hospital, and the doctor told me, "You were very close to death if your grandma didn't come." So like basically my grandma came and got me, and she saw that I was like sitting there almost dead, and she took me to the ER. I don't know how the fuck she carried my fat ass all the way to the ER, but and they said you were gonna die if your grandma didn't come and get you, basically. So I would have been dead at 12. So they sent me to a mental hospital. What is it called? Fucking Bayview. I went to Bayview for a week for those people in Corpus. And while I was there for a week, I got prescribed this antidepressant. It's called Paxil. And I went through a little bit of like some withdrawals with the opiates, but it wasn't like bad because I didn't get too heavy into it, thank God. But at that point of life, I know I was very little and very immature, but I did feel like I had no purpose. Like I was working for nothing. Like what the fuck was I doing here? And so I figured out that I need to find something to put my time into, like a craft, to keep myself living. So when I got out of the mental hospital wasn't that bad. It was pretty fucking cool. We got snacks every day, and it was pretty cool. Got out. I had this Paxil, I had my little prescribed pills, and hold on, let me take it. So got back home. Everything was starting to settle down. I go back on my computer, and I remember the first thing I did was create another channel. And I don't know how the fuck I came up with the name, but I came up with AddyGoat. And so I named it as like A space D space D, you know what I mean? Like the vaporwave type shit. So I did that first. It was like that at first. And when I made the logo, I put the pill bottle on top of a green screen, and I got my camera and just took a picture of it, and then boom, that was like the logo. Made a little animation, and then that was it. So basically, yes, this whole channel that I have, AddyGoat, it really did save my life, and it really did give me faith or hope into my life, and it helped me a lot. Because without AddyGoat, I would be fucking dead. Like years ago, I would have felt like there would be no purpose or anything. But with AddyGoat, I feel like I have something to work for, and that's fucking awesome that, you know, I've evolved into this level. Yeah. The only person, I will say this, I'm gonna be dead honest. The only person when I started this shit, like when I was 12, like when I was vlogging and shit, the only person that believed in me was my sister. Everybody thought my whole family thought it was retarded. They thought it was like a little phase. But my sister really believed in me, and so that gave me hope. Kind of pushed me more into, you know, take it more serious. But yeah, you can see those vlogs that I did on my other channel. I think I might put like it on screen and stuff. So with Lil Peep, I am not a fucking Lil Peep bandwagon. Fuck you, fucking bandwagon. Just kidding. Anybody listens to Peep, I'm not gonna. Oh, you're not. Anyways, yeah. But my inspirations is definitely Peep, because he taught me. You can wear whatever the fuck you want. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about what you wear in front of people. You shouldn't give a fuck. And yeah, that's very true. Over the years, I've definitely evolved. I've definitely became more mature. And so I quit cigarettes, and dude, I feel so much fucking better. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all this, if anyone's smoking nicotine and shit, quit nicotine. Quit nicotine. I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually not kidding at all. I quit nicotine for like 8 days or so, and I felt way better. My endurance is on an all-time high. Well, now it's not, because I got back into it, but I'm working on it. My first ever music video, Angelo LaVie, or he was known as Young Snow when I first met him. How I contacted him, I was on SoundCloud, and I would just look up like Corpus Christi rappers, and I found Young Snow / Angelo. This was back when like King Lazy, Chris Balderas, I think some other people, like this is when like Corpus Christi, like there wasn't much rappers. Like there was no CB, there was no Opti. I think Opti was Eddie at the time, but yeah, this was like when not much artists was in Corpus at all. And I remember hitting him up on SoundCloud, like in the message thing, telling him like, oh, I want to shoot a video and all this, blah blah blah. This was in December of 2017. And he gives me his email. He sends me a song, and I'm like, oh, let's record this. This is hard. And so basically, I got my camera stuff. This is when I was filming with a Nikon D3300. Which was my mom's camera, so I took my mom's camera and I filmed with that. So I got my mom to drive me all the way to Corpus, and I told him the price for the video was $10, just to pay for like the gas and shit. Like I didn't really give a fuck about like payment because I wanted, this is my first ever music video. But I get there, I meet him. He's really cool. And we just shot. It was a total of like 2 times we shot. We shot in Corpus first, and then we shot in Portland the second time. But I remember like when something is so new and you actually like really like it, you are invested in that shit. Like that was the first time I've ever like been on the computer for like a whole week, like just spending all of my time not on video games no more. It's on like like editing now. Yeah, I thought it was so crazy that I spent a week on videos, but now sometimes I spend like a month on a video. Like it was awesome. Do I still get that same like kid kind of feeling when I edit? Sometimes, but sometimes it could be a battle. Like there's some videos where it's just like, fuck, I don't want to fucking edit this shit, but you just power through it and you get it done. By the way, this is how you grind on your shit. Carpal tunnel. It is my worst nightmare I could like ever have. Carpal tunnel, if you don't know what it is, it's some shit in your wrist. It's like the blood flow, right? Like the blood flow doesn't get to your wrist, and you can't fix it. The only way you can like fix it if it's bad is by surgery. So I have to do like exercises and all that shit. Before I met my girlfriend, I was in sort of a dark kind of era of time. This is when I was kind of clueless. I was more focused on depressing or dark stuff because I guess I was attracted to it. And during this time, every single day, I would get sleep paralysis at least 6 times a night. And it would get so bad if you don't. Fuck, I wish they knew it. I hope you know what sleep paralysis is. Sleep paralysis is like.
Open your eyes, you can look around sometimes.
Yeah, it's like you.
Like, you can't move. You're
Yeah,
paralyzed, basically.
it's when your mind wakes up but your body doesn't. So you're like aware.
But you're still in a dream state, so you can see
Yeah.
shit and like.
Exactly.
Scary sometimes.
Exactly.
That shit's
It's fucking scary. Especially for like the first few times for sure. But it gets really bad. It got really bad to the point where like it was every day, and every time I would sleep, it would be very scary. Because I'd freak out most of the time. But now that it's gotten so repetitive, it's gotten easier. But yeah, I just want to talk about this because it's very interesting. The first night I've ever had it, I was in my bed, and I remember having it. I remember like hearing footsteps, like walking up to me, and I had my right ear up like this, and I remember whatever it was, it bends over and it starts breathing in my ear. I remember that, and I know it was just my mind doing that, but I was freaking the fuck out because I couldn't move. And it walks out of the room. In the morning, when I wake up again, no bullshit, before I fucking sleep, I always lock my doors. My door was open, so it was kind of weird. Yeah, sleep paralysis is fucking weird. I've had so much stories of like real, like it looks like real things. Like there was one time where I was sleeping and I woke up and I remember everything in my room was like hitting the walls, fucking going crazy. And I remember my dogs being inside the house and my mom coming home and her coming in my room and choking me to death. And I woke up and the dogs were outside and everything was placed right. Like it was weird. I have so much stories, and that's how I met Ash Boy. Ash Boy is everything that I fear, everything that's negative of me. So, yes, I definitely fear that motherfucker. If you think you are invisible of your demons, please think twice, because I remember I lucid dreamed once, and once I saw him, I killed myself in that dream, and I woke up. So, yes, I'm very scared of Ash Boy, but he doesn't really have like a specific figure. He's very black. I know he has a very pointy nose. I know he like teleports. He doesn't walk. He like floats, and he can change sizes and shit. It's weird what your mind is capable of. But shit, yeah, we're talking about me. We're not talking about Ash Boy. What else is there to talk about? So as soon as I posted my first video, I just kept going, and that's when I linked up with Wicked Wody for my second video. Shout out to Bayside Studios. And yeah, bro, I just kept recording, and I just kept evolving into it, and I just kept getting better. I kept meeting new people. Definitely put me on the right track for my mental body. Okay. All right, so if my family is watching, please click off the video. Drugs, shit, man, I'm an upperhead. I like uppers more than downers, for sure. Hence AddyGoat, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I've done my fair share. The first time I've ever taken LSD, I was 12, and it was in the summer of 7th grade. So I was in 7th grade, and that summer after 7th grade, that's when I dropped acid. It was my first time. Here's the thing, though. This is the weirdest shit. I could tell the story about it. Do you want me to tell a story about it? Basically, it was during the summer. Me and my friend were bored. My brother just moved out for college, and we go up into my brother's room. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but we open up his drawers, and I found like a little Altoids can, and I open it, and there was foil like in little squares. And so I opened that, and I was like, oh my god, bro, this is acid. Like, we were jumping up and down, like, oh my god, we finna fucking consume a chemical that we don't know what's gonna do to our brain, but fuck it. And so I remember being so fucking hyped about it, and we go back to my friend's house, and it was 3 tabs. And so we just waited all day, dude. The time was ticking. It was so slow. And the time that we've taken, I took the first tab. And the thing is with acid, if it's bitter, it's a spitter. If there's any color on it, like when it's on your tongue, spit that shit out, because it's another chemical that you shouldn't be consuming, but you're already taking it, so you're kind of fucked. But yeah, that was the thing. I took 2 of these tabs, and it was purple, and it tasted like Germexy. And we thought, that's how acid is supposed to taste like, but it's not supposed to taste like anything. So I don't know what the fuck I consumed that night, but I tripped balls. Oh my goodness. It was amazing. That definitely enlightened me to be more intellectual about life and what it was. It kind of woke me up. But if I were to really give any advice, do not do any fucking drug, except for maybe psychedelics if you want to get more open-minded on stuff. And do not consume nicotine, because it just adds on another habit, which is negative for you.
I feel like shrooms is a healthy.
Yeah, I think shrooms is like the best psychedelic for sure. Acid is very like up there, but shrooms is very like mellow and chill out. You're tripping.
They're actually gonna decriminalize it some places.
Don't they isn't it decriminalized like in Colorado? I've heard you can just buy that shit in Colorado. I've had an ego death on acid. It's not fun. Not fun. If you don't know what ego death is, it's when you don't know what your name is. You don't know what time is. You don't know anything. You're just like subconsciously primitive, like you're an animal. So that was not fun. I pissed myself that night. Shit, man. I had my friend trip balls, and I was kind of like babysitting him. He thought he was in hell, and he thought that I was the devil. Dead ass. And so I'm trying to keep him quiet because my mom was asleep. But he kept like, it's like, no, like screaming, because he thought I was the devil. And so I got up, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. And he just, boom, socks me right in the fucking face. I knew at that time, if I sock him back and if I fight back, he's probably going to kill me, because like he's so consumed, like, oh, he's the devil. So plus I don't want to. So yeah, I just sat back down, just took the L. Anyways, yeah, that's drugs for me. I know there's a lot of shit that I could talk about, but I want to talk about the most interesting. I really do appreciate everybody that watches my shit. It really, really, really helps me mentally. Shit, without y'all, I'd be a dead man. All right, so aside from my past, right now what I'm doing is I've just started getting into recording music. But I'm not that good. But of course, if you just evolve your mind into anything, you can accomplish anything you want. Fuck, man. I don't know what the fuck to talk. Oh, the death video. Okay, so the process of Watch This When I Die. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It took me around 8 months to get all the footage that I needed, and the whole premise of this video that I wanted to get out of people. My main goal for this video is to get people to feel sad or just any emotion. That's my goal with that video. Basically, you have this guy, it starts off soft, and this guy, he talks about life and death. And then in the video, I have all my memories put in there. So when I do die, I have something, for people to look at, if they're missing me or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it did take me a fucking while to get that video done. And well, now it's doing good. It's doing good numbers. Yeah, I didn't know that I was gonna run out of shit to talk about, because I have a lot of things to talk about, but kind of went blank here for a minute. Yeah, I'm still shooting vids. I just got into 3D a little while back. So did Club. Yeah, I've just been doing the same shit. This is all I do every fucking day, bro. Like, I wake up, edit, jerk off, eat, sleep, repeat, dead ass. And for real though, for all you motherfuckers, I'm gonna give y'all advice. There's a lot of people that come up to me and say like, oh, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a producer, I want to be whatever the fuck. I'm gonna tell them, well, if you're gonna do it, you have to be determined as fuck. You have to quit watching TV or hanging out with your friends. You have to put all of your time into this shit, into the craft that you want to be in, because if you don't, then you're just basically, you're not going to get to what goal you want to get to. You really have to fucking give up hanging out with friends and all that shit. So when that happened to me, when I realized that, I did cut off a lot of friends. Not in a bad way, just like, oh, I can't hang out anymore. Just prioritizing time is very hard to do, because especially when you're editing, it takes up a lot of time to get some shit done. That's why, like, with editing, it kind of put me into a weird perspective, because all I would do is just think and think and think. I would never go outside or anything. So I was at a party this weekend, and I asked one of the guys there, what do you do all day? Because all I do all day is fucking this. And he said, oh, I just do drugs and party. And that kind of confused me. Like, how, I don't get how somebody could every day live and just do drugs and party and have sex and have nothing else like they want to work on. It just baffles me, kind of. I don't know how somebody could live like that. I don't get how somebody could live waking up, going to their fucking job that they hate every day, coming back home, and not having something to work on, like gardening or whatever the fuck. How could you do that? How is that living? Like, so if any of y'all are confused with yourself or whatever, just find a craft to evolve yourself in, and you will, I guess, feel more, if that's the word.
There's this quote that I know. It's there's never gonna be the right time to work. Just work. If you have something you're passionate about, just fucking work on it. It's never gonna be the
Exactly. Never doubt yourself either, because I hate people who say, like, there's people that are very talented, like my girlfriend, for instance. And I tell her, like, you could take this shit to the next level. You could put this online. You can there's so much shit you could do with drawing, and I told her, like, you could do all this shit, but she just says, oh, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. I hate that mindset so much because you're just kind of putting your talent you're just wasting your talent. Like, and that's what I try to tell her, but she's really just a lazy person, but I love her. If you're a person who, let's say, you fight in order to solve something with someone else, I think that's a very primitive way of solving something. No matter what in life, there's going to be competition, whether it's, with your channel, with like mating, with anything. Just try to be more fucking smart about shit. Use your mind, because I know a lot of people don't use their mind to the full potential. I try to help people. People are very ignorant. People are very shitty people. They're very controlled by negativity, and I don't like that. Like, I did this little experiment. I went outside. I walked around for once, and I was trying to clear up my mind, and I was trying to find people to, that'd be interested in talking about intellect. And so I go up to somebody, and I'm like, hey, how are you, religious status? Or, hey, how are you, whatever, whatever topic I would ever talk about. And most of the time they would just say, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I can't talk. It's just plain ignorance. And I mean, if that's you, that's you. All right, I'm gonna talk about school. First of all, fuck school. All right, I hate school. The reason why is because I think school disables you I think the only thing school teaches you is not to be an independent thinker. I think it teaches you to be ignorant to any sort of thing, to any sort of knowledge you want to learn. For instance, like, a kid goes to school and he's taught to learn all these irrelevant things he doesn't want to learn. So that's just kind of putting them in the mindset of, oh, I don't want to try this. Like, I don't want to try anything because I'm not interested in it. Fuck. Yeah, and I've seen it a lot on people, and it's kind of sad because why the fuck is it? Why is okay? Like the nerds at the cafeteria, Why the fuck are the dumb people the jocks? Why are they the high end people? And why are the nerds seen as like the not popular people? It's like flipped. Okay, I'm gonna give a demonstration. Let's say the jock goes up to the nerd and he's like, I want to fight you. The nerd just says, oh, well, I can bomb this whole fucking country and I'll be up in space. Like, I want to be able to get to the point where I can get in someone's mind and manipulate them to kill themselves so I don't have to myself. It's kind of like that. So use your mind, please, because your mind can do a lot of fucking things. Yeah, fuck school, though. I hate school.
Unless you want to be like a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Like with college and shit.
You know what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it. Go to school.
Yeah, if you need to go to college in order to get your diploma or to get whatever you need, do that, please. Okay, but the thing with college that I don't understand is college teaches people all this knowledge, but they don't teach them what to do with this knowledge. I think that's very true, and I hold my word on that. But I haven't even been to college, so let alone having even graduated high school. So I don't know about going to college. I've thought about it. I used to be like, fuck college, anarchy. Like, no. I've thought about college, and I still don't know whether I do want to go or not. Just because, I don't know. I don't know yet. Man, I'm still 16, so I still have some time, but I fear the future a lot. I fear what's going to go down because we're getting into a futuristic state, and I don't know whether or not we're able to handle all these new futuristic things like AI and nukes. I don't even know why the fuck we have war. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. I feel like our presidents are very dumb, but I don't have much knowledge on it, so I'm not going to get into what is it called? Politics. Definitely with religion, though. I think religion is a good devil trick to use on people because it's teaching young kids to fear the devil, to fear hell. So And same thing with school. So it's getting them into the habit of fear. And with that fear, they become a drifter and a drifter is a subconscious negative thinker. So they're not independently thinking consciously. And that's why I would say whatever you do, whatever you believe in, I don't mind, I don't care. Just make your decision consciously and not subconsciously. Yeah, exactly. Don't fucking make whatever opinions you don't have it because other people told you. Like, no, and even if there's both sides to things, like the presidents and shit, look at both sides, look at the facts. Don't be opinionated. Use facts. If you want to win an argument every time, just use facts. With all this time put into editing, when I was editing the 2020 music video reel, it kind of made me a little sad because I've realized with all these videos, the whole year I've put most of my time into that, and I just sit on my bed and I'm like, this is all I fucking do. Like, I feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. But yeah, that's why I picked up skateboarding. So see me at Cool Park. I'm finna make a skate video too, so that's gonna be lit. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell a video shoot story. This was the most hectic fucking story, or this was the most hectic video shoot. So I just recently, I think like last week, I went and shot a video for Landon. We were at the crib and I was shooting. I got basically like all the scenes done, and they were like, Addy, film us doing a handshake, right? So I was recording him doing a handshake, and a fucking boom, like all of a sudden just a gunshot goes off like in the house. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, your mind goes somewhere, like, because like emergency comes, you just subconsciously like fear, So I was like, oh fuck, did I get shot? Or no, I didn't get shot. I'm gonna tell you all this. I'm gonna tell everybody, all the viewers, get off social media. If you're on it all the fucking time every day, get the fuck off of it, bro. Go observe, go think, question everything, because a lot of things don't seem how it is. Just because somebody told you it's like this, it's not like that at all. Anyways, this is not like a lecture. I'm just trying to like help y'all to become independent thinkers and not opinionated and retarded. So what drives me to keep making videos and to keep doing this shit, it's really out of heart. And I can say that truthfully, it's really out of heart. It's not for money or views. Well, I guess views. But yeah, I started this shit just out of heart, bro. Like, but for the whole views thing, I was on TikTok, or my girlfriend was on TikTok. I don't really go on TikTok. And there was this trend that was happening where guys put on girl clothes and they dress, right? And they dance, right? Just for the haha funny. I realized that you can make anybody do anything if you push them to the limit, or if you give them gain, like some sort of gain, like views, money, jewelry, whatever the fuck. What's gain? Gain is like views, money, like I just said. All right, so what is money or what is views? They're numbers. And numbers is man-made. So what's numbers? A 3, a 6, a 9? It's just measurements. Money is non-reality. Money is money and jewelry and whatever things that is gain, it's non-reality. So for example, if you are on an island and you have loads of cash but no food or water, what's the thing you need to get? Food and water. This money is worthless now because you're on an island. There's no, you're not in society anymore. I'm kind of glad I'm living in a society age and not the jungle, because I don't know. Fuck. Strongest one wins, right? Dude, do you think aliens, have you seen like the UFO shit? Like that they released? I think aliens are...
UFO is an unidentified flying object.
Yeah.
It could be like the fucking Russians, for all we know. It's just unidentified. But there's definitely shit out there.
There's probably so much shit out there like that we don't know. Like so much technology. Oh, have you heard about the... Never mind. What was I going to talk about though? You start a channel, right? Or whatever. Yeah, channel. Let's say a channel. and you put videos on it in order. Your goal is to get a lot of money. And if you evolve your mind into it, and by following your gut and manifesting, you can get this money. All right, so let's say you get this money, right? You get loads of money. Over the course of some time, this money is not going to be satisfiable anymore. No matter what, people are never going to be satisfied. Or people are going to be satisfied, but they're going to get used to it and not be satisfied no more. Basically, you want fame, you want money, you get that fame and money, and you're just going to be left at the same spot you were before. You didn't really evolve consciously. You just got your goals, yeah, but you're at the same place you were before. So what am I working for? I just want to fucking make a benefit on everybody that's watching. I hope, I just want the shit that I make, I want y'all to feel the shit I make. Everything that I make, I want it to be as special as possible. I don't want it to just be another music video. Shit, man. I got a lot. All right. Enough intellect shit. Enough advice. I had to get that off my chest to tell y'all. Open your fucking eyes a little bit. My plans for this year. Okay. My plans for this year. Definitely, I want to go to LA. Never been to LA. I want to go to LA Club. We gotta go to LA, man. We gotta go. Get better camera equipment. What I want to do is upgrade my camera equipment and just go. What I want to do is just get a van and get everybody like club and artists. I want to get a team and have us all just tour the USA and have all of us work for something we're all, destined for. That's what I want. I don't want a mansion. I don't want any of that shit. I just want, all of us chasing our dreams. And you might say I am a smart person. That just means you're dumb. I am not smart. If anything, I'm just aware. I just say I'm more self-aware just because of the time of editing. And also, I don't know what else to fucking talk about. Oh, yeah, my birthday is on June 17th, by the way. Yeah, so whatever you do, man, don't ever be consumed by fear or don't ever doubt yourself because you can do a lot. You can do a lot, bro. You can do whatever the fuck you want in life. And I mean it. Also, just smoke weed or do psychedelics. I don't recommend any drugs except weed and shrooms or meth. But yeah, so I think I'm done. I'm going to say my goodbyes. This was the AddyGoat interview. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to keep posting shit. And I'll see y'all later. Okay, I think it was that. Is that good?
Cool. Yeah.